Hey guys, in today's episode we are going to be making an aioli. So what an aioli is a glorified mayonnaise pretty much. You are taking a mayonnaise base, which is egg yolks and some kind of a citrus, and blending in an oil to emulsify it, which is your mayonnaise base, and adding flavor to it. So you're going to add, today we're going to be doing a cilantro lime one, but you could do a any kind of a roasted garlic aioli, any kind of an herb aioli. You could put chipotle peppers in it if you want to use it for tacos, anything like that. So I'm going to show you the one that we're making today, go over the basics of it. So the kitchen equipment that we are using today is my Ninja blender. Like I told you guys before in the perfect smoothie video, I live by this thing. I have the one that has the smoothie cups. This is the food processor attachment, and I have the blender attachment as well. If you are thinking of investing in a blender for your kitchen, this is definitely the one to get. Just for the fact of you can make smoothies with it, all these kinds of things. This is what I'm using today. So to start an aioli, you want to separate the whites from the yolk, because we're just going to be using the yolk today. You're not using this whole egg. So we're going to get rid of the whites and we're going to put the yolk in our processor. The egg yolks that I use always in my house for every single thing. If you have not tried Vital Farm eggs, I highly recommend these eggs. They are so fresh. The yolk is honestly orange. It's just the best flavor egg that you're gonna get. If you don't have those in your house, switch over and start getting those. Trust me, it's worth it. So we got the egg yolks in the food processor, and now we are going to use a kitchen tool that you are familiar with from the last video, the microplane. So what we're going to do is we're going to zest one lime into this, and we're also going to zest one garlic clove into this mixture right here. One lime, we are going to use the zest and the juice for this. Next, we're going to add a little bit of salt, because you must salt and pepper everything in the kitchen. If not, it is a sin from the kitchen gods. The kitchen gods will shun you. So a little pinch of salt. Kosher salt as always. We don't use anything else in this kitchen. Fresh cracked pepper. I have some cilantro left over from the tacos that we made. So that is going to go into the food processor. So this next step is very important. So now we are going to blend the oil into this to make the aioli. It's going to emulsify it, it's going to pull it together. So we have the egg yolks, the garlic, the lime, and the cilantro in here right now with some salt and pepper. The thing with the oil is you're going to turn on the food processor and you're going to slowly pour it into the egg mixture, and that's what's going to pull it together. If you do it too fast, it's going to break. If you do it too slow, it's going to break. And then also another tip that you're going to see is in between adding the oil, we're going to add just like about a tablespoon at a time of ice cold water, because with the blade going like this, it's going to create friction, it's going to create heat, and if there's too much heat in here, it's going to break and it's going to separate and look like oil, like how oil and vinegar separates. That's what it's going to look like. So you can use whatever oil that you prefer. In my house, I usually use avocado oil. So that's what we're going to be using today, but you could use a canola oil or whatever. If you have a 90-10, a canola and olive oil blend, or an extra virgin olive oil, which I mean that one has pretty potent of a taste. This one is very neutral in flavor. You want to use an oil that's very neutral in flavor because you want the flavors to shine through on this. So we're going to be using the avocado oil today.
See how the color has changed from that orange yolk to now this nice white creamy looking aioli right here. And that is what we are looking for. If it's too thick and you need to thin it out, you can add a little bit of water to it, but this will be perfect for what we need.
Now we're just gonna put this in a Tupperware, and we can use this for whatever. In a wrap, we can use it for tacos. What we're going to be using it for is in next week's episode, we're going to be doing elote, which is Mexican street corn. So we're going to use this cilantro lime aioli for our street corn. So and that right there, my friends, is how you make an aioli. So this aioli recipe will be used in the next video that I'm going to put out, which is elote, Mexican street corn. I've posted pictures on my Instagram before and stories. People have always asked me for the recipe, so I'm going to give you guys the rundown on how I make my elote at home. So make sure that you like, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you can see when I drop that next video, and I will catch you guys in the next video.